Hey, hi, hello, how are you? I'm Pia and today I'm going to be doing a fall, early winter book haul. Honestly, I'm confused about what season it is because it is so damn cold outside already. I have 12, 10, I don't know, some amount of books here to show you. Without further ado, I'm going to get into the books that I have gotten this month. Most of these I bought. I'm going to start off with the books that I tend to start off with in every book haul, and that is my Book of the Month YA book for the month. I'm a Book of the Month YA affiliate. If you guys want to use the code down below, it really helps me out. They have 5 picks for young adult new releases. You get a hardback for $10 and then it continues to be $15 every month. You can pass if you see just some books that you're not really interested in one month. You can just, like, you know, skip it and just not have to pay if that's what you want. I personally think they have really good selections and it's a really good deal. But the book I got this month, I am so excited for. Like, I was gonna buy this myself. It was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. I got the Perks of Being a Wallflower 20th anniversary edition. This baby's tall and thin, just like how I like my men. No, oh my god, this is one of my favorite books of all time, and the fact that they had the 20th anniversary edition, which if you didn't know what the difference is, it basically has an extra letter, which I've already read, and like, I love this. I have a book before movie on this. I'm just talking about this versus the movie adaptation. I already have 2 other copies of Perks. I flippin' love this and I'm so glad that they put this on their service. They had some other really great books this month that I was contending with, but I mean, when it comes to this. So basically, if you're wondering what the difference is basically between like a Book of the Month book and like a normal book, it's taller, it's got the little Book of the Month symbol and the same on the hardcover. You compare it with like my normal Perks of Being a Wallflower, which is so tiny. I also got another Book of the Month this month from their adult service. So basically, there's Book of the Month YA, which is the service that I'm affiliated with. I can't speak. But then there's also just the normal Book of the Month. You get a like these. It's basically the same thing, I just don't have a link for it. They have a lot of like literary fiction, romance, kind of rom-coms, women's fiction. This month I actually picked up a book that I was highly anticipating, and I've actually already started it, but that is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. This is Leigh Bardugo's first adult book, so I do want to stress that this is an adult book, not available through the YA service. Oh my god, this is a dark academia book, and I'm loving it. It's kind of like paranormal. So this service, again, it's like $15 and this like retails for $30. So I'm loving this so much. I've heard really good things and then also some really mixed things, but I'm really enjoying where this is going. If you can handle the subject matter, I know it just deals with a lot of dark topics, then I would give it a shot because I'm really liking it so far, but you'll have to stay tuned for my wrap-up to see what I thought about it. The next couple books I got were for a readathon, that is the season-a-thon. So I bought a couple books for that because I wanted some Christmassy reads to get me in the spirit. So I got One Day in December by Josie Silver. This is a romance, Christmassy romance. I think it's about this girl who is either on the train or it's some sort of thing like this. And she like meets eyes with this guy and they're like, oh my god, I just met the guy or the girl that I'm gonna like marry, that I'm gonna fall in love with, and then it's gone. So I think it's about like coincidence and them seeing each other again. So great. I love Christmas. I love Christmas. I love rom-coms. So I'm really excited. Then I got Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle. These are 3 Christmassy short stories. I think it's set on the day before Christmas Eve and they all are kind of interconnected. I recently watched the Netflix film and I loved it so much that I had to pick up this book. Then I got a few books at a used bookstore. I don't know where I was. So first I got A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. I recently read The Diviners and wasn't the biggest fan of it. I've heard really good things about this. I think it's a paranormal, I think it's another paranormal kind of like historical fiction thing. I feel like it's set in like the 1800s, so maybe I'll like that a little more. I was really disappointed in The Diviners, and a lot of people love that series and those books, but people kind of shy away from these ones, so maybe I'll be like the opposite. Maybe I'll love these ones and not like the other ones, if that makes any sense. Then I got another Libba Bray book. So I picked up Beauty Queens by Libba Bray. I've actually heard better things about this one than A Great and Terrible Beauty. I heard actually specifically Emma Books talking about this. I think it's a retelling of Lord of the Flies, but reimagined as like a pageant. But I love Dumplin', so I was like, oh, maybe I'll like this. I mean, I think it's a lot about like a social commentary on like beauty and the things will do for it, so hopefully it turns out to be that. I have like no expectations at all. And lastly, I got a book I actually read, and that was Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. I recently listened to this and really liked it, so I think I'm going to pick up the rest of the series. I just freaking love used books, and I'm so glad I got a deal on such a cool book that I liked a lot. I got another book I've read. I think I've read the last few of these books, so like, let's go! I got Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. This is set in dual timelines. Dual timelines. One is in the present with a girl named Stevie who's going to this like prestigious boarding school because she wants to study forensics and like detective work and stuff like that. And specifically this case that happened at the school years and years ago, which is our second timeline, which is following this girl who gets murdered, and yeah. And so it's basically Sylvie trying to solve this and trying to figure out who Truly Devious was, who left this note at the murder, when some shady stuff starts going on. It has an ending that really knocked my socks off, and I cannot wait to read the second book. I listened to this on audio and I really liked it. I thought it was really fun. The book I did not like that much. That's Alex Approximately by Jen Bennett. Unfortunately, I've loved every single one of Jen Bennett's books. I have them right here. This one I give 2 stars. I really didn't like it. This is about kind of a film buff, and she's been having kind of like this flirty relationship with this guy on like, I was gonna say Reddit, but like in a chat kind of setting, and online basically, and they both just like talk about movies and stuff, and she knows he lives in California, but she was from New Jersey, but her dad moved to California, so they're always having this thing and this banter, and they're kind of flirty and whatever, and she moves to California with her dad. She's had lots of things going on in her life. She gets there, doesn't tell the guy, and then she meets this guy who is rude. He's a bitch, you know, hate to love things going on and some just crazy things. I just didn't like this because I felt like there's a lot of like dark things that happen and like very serious things, which like you wouldn't think about when it's just like, oh, it's like movies and surfing in California. I just felt like things came out of the blue, and then the like big reveal at the end was so predictable. So it really was disappointing, but I think this is her first book, so I'm not really too plussed about it. Also, it came fucking damaged. Shout out to Amazon for damaging my actual book. Last book I got was a pre-order, and I got Dear SweePea by Julie Murphy. I'm talking about this book a lot because I absolutely loved it and I read it recently, and this came out the day after my birthday. I happen to be called SweePea by my parents, so I was like, this is me in a book. It's about a fat main character who is in 7th grade, and it's just so flippin' fun and sweet and heartwarming, and it's really the book that I needed when I was a child, and I loved it so much. It definitely reads a lot younger than 7th grade. I feel like I was in 7th grade 2 seconds ago, even though I'm a senior, but it deals with divorce and homophobia and a lot of deeper topics than you would think, and I really enjoyed this. Did I say that was the last book? Oh, I pre-ordered another book? I did, and you know what? I missed it. I couldn't see it because it's so small, you know? Small books, am I right? I bought Anne of Green Gables in the Penguin Mini edition. Anne of Green Gables is my favorite book. I have 4 or 5 copies of it now. It was coming out in this little edition. I have the actual like real like full-size version of this. But these like little things interest me so much because if you've never seen a Penguin Mini, basically they are the entire book just like horizontally and on like Bible pages, and so you're supposed to like, they're supposed to be good for travel, so they're super thin. They're like, but I don't know, am I ever gonna read this? Probably not. I mean, maybe for like a social experiment. Just reading my pocket Bible. I don't know. It's a collecting thing. I don't know if I'll ever like really read things like this, but I do like the kind of thought behind it. I think that's cool. They also did that with like the Throne of Glass series, and like, I don't know, are mini books the new wave? Let me know. And it's the full book. Like, it's kind of wacky. Anyway guys, that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, my Amazon wishlist down below. If you want to get a haul video up sooner, you can buy me some. I'm kidding. People think I'm so serious sometimes when I make like the worst jokes, and I'm like, I'm not. I don't need people to spend money on me. I'm getting delusional. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!